We are at the global unveil of the Skoda Kushaq. Now this is going to take on the likes of the Hyundai Creta and of course the very popular Kia Seltos. Now the Kushaq is going to be one of the most important, if not the most important vehicle for Skoda India. And why so? Because this is the first SUV that is ever made in India for Skoda. And just to show how important the Indian market is, this SUV has a localization content of over 90%, rather 95%. So you can expect this to be aggressively priced. But today is just the unveil of the SUV, so we can't really talk about the price. Kushaq's cabin feels quite rich, honestly speaking. It has a good fit and finish which you expect from a Volkswagen Group company's car. The dashboard layout is quite interesting. It's got these 3 layers. The top part, it's hard plastic, it's black. It kind of feels a bit too plasticky, feels a bit rough. But then it beautifully, balances out with this piano black layers right here, and it's got this carbon fiber kind of silver finish here, and then again it's got this whitish color right here. So actually 3 to 4 layers it has, and if you put it all together, it actually looks quite good. It looks quite premium, luxurious at the same time. And if you look at the touchscreen here, it comes with a 10-inch touchscreen. It's quite intuitive, and it has a lot of color graphics. It looks crisp, so if you're driving with the sun blazing down on the screen, it should be quite easy to read, easy to use. Then you shift down to this center console right here. Now this is a very typical VW family design. And over here you get these touch buttons for the AC and the climate control, so it has again that little bit of a premium feel it gets. And then you have wireless charger, phone charger right here. And this is also a future proof car, so it gets USB type C ports, 2 of them right here. So again it is a very modern car. Then you look at the fit and finish here again, the design here, it's very premium, and the best part is that it's solid built. Another unique feature about this car is its 2-spoke steering wheel. Now I can't remember when was the last time I saw such a design, but it actually feels very sporty. It's got this bottom flattish kind of a design. It's got these metal finish toggles. They are actually very good quality stuff. It could actually be one of the best in the segment, honestly speaking. And it's quite flawless. You can't really find much of a flaw. It comes with a sunroof, which is expected nowadays. The seat is actually not that bad either. The backrest offers decent lower back support, so it's not bad. The seat scob is big, so it's spacious again. So in front you have this commanding view, commanding ergonomics, and it's a good place to be in. So yeah, for a person behind the wheel, it certainly is a good place to be in. Sitting in the rear seat, and we just want to start off by saying one thing, that the ingress and egress of the car, it's very convenient. You can easily enter and exit. The doors open quite wide. It's not too tall, so if you have parents or grandparents who are sitting in the back, it's very easy and accessible for them. Now coming to the rear, I am just over 5 feet 9 inch in height, so I have placed the front seat according to my height, and you can clearly see that there is like plenty of room here for my knees. I don't need to force my legs to, go underneath, slide underneath the front seat. So this is actually a lot of space, and this is the advantage of having one of the longest wheelbases. So you can see it here. Now it comes with rear AC vents. It also comes with 2 more Type C chargers here. So it's again that convenience is there, the future proof is there, and yes, of course, for your mobile phones, there is a special slot right here. So you can keep it here or you can keep it here, either which ways. So it's easy to access, and at the same time it won't fall off or you won't end up scratching the phone, things like that. So we were saying that there's enough space for legroom space, but what about the person sitting in the middle? Now, it's not that much space, but the thing is, the vents are not protruding out like most of the cars in the segment, so it kind of eats into the legroom. So there is decent space. For short distances, a third adult can sit. They have their headrest as well, and of course, if there are 2 adults sitting there, you can just spill out and relax like a couch. You can take it easy, and of course, you have the armrest with your cup holders. If you look at this car, it has this macho, muscular look, and Skoda has insisted on making this car as an old school muscular car. So you can see that it's got this very meaty looking bumper here. It's got this L-shaped LED which is swept back here, and like most of the SUVs in this segment, it's got a split LED headlamp. So you've got the headlamp here, you've got the fog lamps here. Then of course it has followed the same SUV DNA in Skoda, like this big butterfly shaped front grille, the vertical slats here, and even you see this very prominent character lines on the bonnet. So all this is to ensure that nobody confuses this car for an urban crossover. It is more of a proper SUV. Come, let's take a look at the side profile now. So the Kushaq is all about road presence, and you can see that in the side profile as well. You have these big arches, the wheel arches, and then you come down here, you have the dual tone 17-inch alloys. The lower variants get a 16-inch alloys, plus the entry level ones get steel frames. Now if you move forward here, again you have these very strong prominent character lines that are running across the shoulder line here, and they have put this black matte finish here to give it a bit of a sporty look. And as we all know that we Indians love chrome, so here you have this chrome strips on the door handles, and then you have a contrasting silver finish roof racks right here. So it's again all about having that road presence of that old butch SUV like. Let's take a look at the rear now and see if they've got the design proportionate or not. So again you have this very crystallized kind of a design for the tail lamp. Now this is very similar to the Vision In concept, which is the concept version of the Kushaq. So they have retained that design element, and honestly it does make the Kushaq stand out because it's a very unique sort of a design. Then again the chrome strip is here, and also when it comes to practicality, the Skoda Kushaq has around 350 liters roughly. That is quite a bit of space, and you can see that it's wide, so it's accessible. You can put luggage easily. It is not as deep as one would like, but still it is sufficient, and yeah, you can go for a nice short weekend drive and it will have enough capacity for a nuclear family. So as we mentioned earlier, that the Kushaq will be going against the segment leader Creta, but the Kushaq has one of the longest wheelbase, rather a longer wheelbase than both the Creta and the Seltos, so you can expect a lot more space in the cabin, which we'll talk about later. But at the same time, the Kushaq also has 188 mm of ground clearance, which is quite impressive. Not more than the Cretas, but still it is more than sufficient. So all in all, you can see that it is a very muscular looking car. It has that road presence that people are looking for in a typical SUV. So what are the engine trims that you get? Well, let's just straight away state the obvious. The Kushaq does not offer a diesel engine. It comes with two turbocharged petrol engines. It's 1 liter with 108 bhp of power, and the other one's a 1.5 turbo petrol that has around roughly 145 bhp. Now both these engines, they offer a 6-speed manual, and also they come with automatic transmissions. The 1 liter comes with a 6-speed torque converter, which is a brand new transmission, and it's actually the first used here by Skoda. And the higher variant, the 1.5 liter, it gets a 7-speed dual clutch transmission. So this was the walk around video of the Skoda Kushaq. Do let us know what you think of it, and please do share your views. And if you do like, then please subscribe the channel. Thank you so much.